What's up YouTube, Malawet and Matt here. I do want to first off start by apologising for there being no video yesterday. IRL just kicked off, I didn't have a chance to sit down and record. So I do very much apologise for there being no video yesterday. But we are back today, and as you can see obviously by this, we are here for deck profiles. And yes, the sleeves kind of give away what we're discussing today, and it is, ta-da, Loronerol. Now, Loronerol is what was deemed until set 2 the strongest of the Lyrical decks. Obviously didn't get much in terms of support for set 2, but it was still strong then after set 2 due to the fact of the effect triggers alongside Eileen. So it still did stay a strong deck, not as strong as the other top end decks, but it's still a very, very nice deck nonetheless. So I do want to also say I have not really tested Loronerol. That's more for the fact of it's not my style of deck as much. I have it for the fact of having all the lyrical decks, and I've been having too much fun with Kyrie instead. But let's get started. Obviously, do this in reverse order and start off with the grade 0, which is the basic to deliver a song Loronerol, and it's literally the same start skill as always. No changes there whatsoever. Next up is the grade 1, and that is Throbbing Search Loronerol. Now, this Loronerol's got the skill of, when this unit is rode upon, search your deck or hand for up to one grade 1 song card, reveal it and put it into your order zone. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. And if you played it from your hand, you don't draw a card. So, Loronerol's mechanic is all about singing songs, so or cards in the order zone. So very Brant Gatey style playstyle, working all around set orders. But obviously the songs do have effects, and I'll explain that further as we get to the songs. So grade 2 is obviously another Loronerol, and this one is Blossoming Vocal Loronerol. And her skill is, during your turn, if your order zone has a face-up song, this unit gets power plus 5000. So by riding up, you've automatically fulfilled that condition. And second skill is, when this unit is rode upon, search your deck or hand for up to one grade 2 song, reveal it and put it into your order zone. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck, and if you played it from your hand, draw a card. So same as the grade 1, you can search your deck for a grade 2 song. So carry on setting up the combos. But again, we shall cover the songs properly when we actually hit them. And obviously, the boss unit of the deck is Heartfelt Song Loronerol. Now, she's got 2 skills. First one is, you can act once per turn in the Vanguard circle, count plus 1, choose a face-up song from your order zone, and sing it. So to sing a song is to activate the song order's ability, and then you turn it face down. That simple. And the second skill is, when this unit attacks, if you have 2 or more face-down cards in your order zone, choose a face-up song from your order zone, sing it, and until the end of the battle, your opponent cannot call Sentinels from hand to Guardian Circle. So obviously this is really nice for the fact obviously Sentinel Restrict in the deck is very strong, especially when you combine it with other orders that have other skills on top of it. Can provide to be a pretty scary boss unit. But we'll more than likely, we will be coming back to her once we actually start discussing the songs, because the songs is what makes her good. So we'll move on to this section, which is the grade 3s and the orders, because I felt that discussing the orders straight away was the best option. So obviously, first card up is 3 more copies of the grade 3 Loronerol, because we like Persona early. Now I'm going to do these in a slightly different order, because we're going to start with the grade 1 and work up. So the first grade song is the grade 1 one, which is Romantic Happiness, which has got the skill Act in the order zone. When this song is sung, you can draw a card, choose one of your vanguards that gets 5000 power till end of turn. So what this is what it means when this song is sung is when you're activating Loronerol's skill to turn it face down. So when you sing the song, you get to draw a card, give something 5000, and then turn this card face down. So basic simple card, you literally use it as one of just to search it off the ride line. Now, our grade 2 song is Mad Red Runway. And Mad Red Runway's got the skill of, when this card is put into your order zone, If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you draw a card. So this does work from either placing it from your hand or placing it via grade 2 Loronerol skill. I do also want to quickly stipulate that the Loronerol's ride-up lines of putting the order into the order zone does not count as your order activation for the turn. So obviously, if you're riding from 1 to 2, you can activate this from the ride line, and then you can still play this down from hand if you want to. Same for grade 2 into grade 3 turn, you can grab one of these from deck, and then still play one of these down from hand on top. So the second skill is, however, Act Order Zone. When this song is sung, you can choose one of your Vanguards and it gets +1 critical until end of turn. So obviously this is one of the really good ones to combine with Loronerol, because obviously you've got Guard Sentinel Restrict, and you've got Critical. So really good. Stone Ride 23k with crit, with a booster on top, 31, really solid numbers. But then we can make it even better with our other order, 6 Flower Fractal. 6 Flower Fractal's got the skill of, when this card is put into the order zone, you can choose a face down order in your order zone and you may turn it face up. So obviously, say for example, you've got this face down. You can then play this from hand, use this skill to turn this back up again, so you can then use it with Loronerol again to turn it back face down. Then the next skill is Act Order Zone. When this song is sung, choose the same number of your rear guards as the number of face down cards in your order zone and stand them. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 10,000 power for each rear guard stood by the effect. So say you're attacking with Loronerol and going for a second skill, you can sing this song, you'll have 2 face downs at least, so you then choose to stand 2 front row rear guards, and then the Vanguard then gains +20k on top. I do want to stipulate, obviously, as a reminder, you don't flip this face down until you finish resolving the effect. So this, as you're singing it, won't count for face down orders for number of rear guards to stand. But all in all, these are your orders. All very good cards. There is another order you can run if you want to, which is the Twilight Happiness. Not Twilight Happiness. I'll pop it up on the screen. It's the Summer order. You can run it as a one-off and drop down one of the Mad Red runways. It comes down to personal preference, but really. Alright, moving on to the grade 2s. We have 4 copies of Honest Cancel Present Eknoa. Now, Eknoa's got the skill of Auto Rearguard Circle once a turn. Pardon me. When this unit attacks, if your Vanguard sang a song this turn, this unit gets 5,000 power till end of turn. Then, you may counterblast 1 and discard a card from your hand to draw 2 cards. So, key parts to note here is obviously it's in the +5k till end of turn. So obviously if you're attacking with it, then stand it due to 6 Flower Fractal. It will have another lot of 5,000 power afterwards. So really nice. And also you do need to activate the once per turn correctly, because obviously you can't attack in, give the +5k, wait for the restand, and then swing in again, do the counterblast 1, ditch 1, draw 2. You have to either do it all at once on the first attack, or wait for the restand and do it all on the second attack. Obviously the counterblast 1, ditch 1, draw 2 is optional. It is not a force, you must do it if you're doing the +5k. But you do sometimes want to wait, because of A, wait and see what you get off your drive checks to decide what to discard. And B, obviously we have got a counter charge that is locked behind the Vanguard swing. So obviously counterblast management being very important for this deck. And obviously counterblast starving is a very much a thing for Loronerol. You've got to manipulate your counterblast where and when you can. Next up is the other grade 2 in our deck, which is 3 copies of Dancing Score Elma. Now Elma's got the skill of, when this unit is placed on rearguard, when it's put on Guardian Circle, you can Soul Blast 1 and this unit gets shield +5,000 until end of battle for each of your cards in your order zone. So obviously with us having 9 orders, this can gain a maximum of 45,000 power. So really big shields for the deck, especially with the fact that obviously you've got Eknoa to turbo through your deck to help find these. Very solid card. It does work when it intercepts as well. Only thing I will say be wary of, it is only a 9k base. So early rush, you can't really utilise this without having a booster behind her. But all in all, she's a very solid shield card. Then next up is the grade 1s, and obviously for grade 1s we run 4 Perfect Guards. Usual effect of when it's put in the Guardian Circle, attack is nullified, and then if you have one or more, if you have 2 or more cards in your hand, you then discard a card. So obviously 1 or less, you don't have to discard, really good, no matter what, it blocks the attack, but I will say the discard is not optional. So you do have to be wary with the likes of Flagberg, where obviously 3 card guard trick, if you put 2 Perfect Guards in the Guardian Circle, you have to discard 2 cards as well. Next one up is Loronerol's Key Supporter from the back row, in the forms of Fighting Spirit Recharge Louisa. Now Louisa's got the skill of, when this unit boosts, if your Vanguard sung a song this turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000 till the end of the battle. And if this is in the back row centre column, you then countercharge 1. So obviously this is literally meant for sticking behind the Vanguard and swinging with that. This becomes 11k booster to the 13k Vanguard, 24, 34 Persona Ride. And then you're gaining the crit and the Sentinel Restrict and so much pressure that this makes it a very solid part. This is what I was talking about here with the Count Blast management as well, because obviously the count charge from this can refund the one. If say you've only got one damage for the turn, you can Count Blast with Loronerol, sing her song, gain the crit, for example, swinging this boost in the Vanguard to then count charge, which then lets you Count Blast for Eknoa after it's restood. So all in all, these are really good combos. And the final grade 1 of the deck is one of the most generic cards that made the nation so good in Beware of Overeating Eileen. Now Eileen's got the skill of, when this unit boosts a rear guard, you let's look at the top card of your deck and place it either on the top or the bottom of your deck. So obviously, when you're starting to stand 3 or more rear guards with your 6 Flower Fractals, you're actually getting 2 procs of Eileen, because you're getting it first with the rear guard swing before the Vanguard, then she's restanding as the Vanguard swings and getting another boost again for a second top deck check. So you're cycling. It helps with the cycling through your deck, trying to find your triggers easier, guaranteeing what you're going to be seeing, what you're not going to be seeing. All in all, it's an amazing card for the nation. Then as for triggers, we have got our 4 heal triggers, because we always run our 4 heals. We've then gone for 7 crits. We've gone for 1, 2, 3, 4 of this one, and 3 of this one. I haven't gone for the effect triggers here, for the fact of we don't actually need soul. Our only soul usage comes from Elma. And to be honest, if need be, still cooling this down behind a Elma, if need be, a rearguard Loronerol. These help so much more. Well, to be honest, it does not make a difference, but having the 4k can hurt sometimes, especially if you need to chuck this behind a Vanguard. That is literally the main situation it can come up with. If you need a Vanguard booster, the 5Ks are always better than the 4Ks. But outside of that, it does not make a difference for this deck. You just don't need the soul resources enough. You don't need the 2Ks enough. It just doesn't add up at this point. We then run 4 front triggers. I found that the front triggers were better for this. For the sheer fact of you've got the draw power with Eknoa, you've got the filtering power with Eileen. You know what you're going to be hitting half the time. So having fronts means you're going to apply a lot more pressure with the deck. Especially with the fact of you being a crit and Sentinel Restrict deck. You're forcing more hand out for the Vanguard. So having then 2 rear guards gain power applies even more pressure to the board than draw triggers do personally. And you don't want to deck out with the honest response. And the final card is the Overtrigger. Overtrigger's got the additional effect of when it's drive checked, you get to give yourself the skill of until the end of the game, all your rear guards gain 10,000 power, which obviously adds up even more when combining the Sentinel Restrict for your Vanguard. If your rear guards are also massively big because of the Overtrigger, everything requires a lot of guarding. But all in all, the deck is very solid and well-rounded, is the honest response. we are getting close to... We actually are getting the set 3 reels as of lately. We haven't had so much yet for the actual Pacific archetypes. But the generic stuff they've revealed over the past couple of days does give me hope that we're actually going to see some actual proper changes happening to the deck as of set 3. Which obviously, once set 3 is out, I'll then properly dive in and cover said deck updates. But that is going to be it for this video. If you haven't done so already, please do like, comment, subscribe. It very much does help the channel. Activate the bell for the notifications when my videos go live. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye!